You're watching E.T.N, where we don't do news, we just talk entertainment. Share and subscribe.
Hey guys, welcome to Entertainment Talk Nation. This is Rob. This video, we're going to talk Avengers Age of Ultron, and finally a synopsis has been released for the movie. Looks pretty good. Nothing too revealing, but at least gives us a rough draft or a rough look at what the movie's going to be about. I'll put the link in the description for you guys to check out for yourself, but basically it talks about Tony Stark's trying to start up what was once a peace program of some sort, and it goes the wrong way, and out emerges Ultron, and of course the Avengers have to reassemble to stop Ultron from devastating the world, things of that nature. And it also talks about uneasy alliances, which could only mean them eventually teaming up with Quicksilver and Scarlet Witch, as well as the Vision coming into the fold to help them as well. So it's nice to see that we finally got a little something for the movie. You know, people at San Diego Comic-Con got more than what we did. That's usually the case. And all we got was really audio, which was pretty cool, but, you know, it doesn't go with the visuals. You don't have any visuals to go with it, so it's kind of like, that stinks. But this obviously kind of goes in the direction where a lot of people expected, that Tony Stark obviously has something to do with it. And obviously the creation of Ultron, different twist than in the comics, and a lot of people question whether or not this was a good move, considering that Hank Pym is the one that built Ultron. But it sounds like that's pretty much, people have gotten over that. It has to make adjustments for the movie, and obviously Tony Stark being played by Robert Downey Jr. and probably I still want to say probably still the poster child for Marvel right now. You know, it's only obvious he's going to be front and center in the story, so. But yeah, and then the uneasy alliances. I mean, again, Scarlet Witch, Quicksilver. Obviously, we saw them at the end of Captain America 2. I would warn spoilers now, but if you haven't seen it by now, then you really need to catch up. But obviously, the end credit scene, they were held captive. So it's kind of only expected that in the movie, when they come across the Avengers, if it turns out this way, because we don't really know, it's only natural that they be A, reluctant to join them or help them, and B, be very defensive, because, you know, they were held captive for God knows how long. God only knows what was done to them while they were captured. So a showdown between them and the Avengers is pretty much, I think that's pretty much a given. And then the Vision. I mean, we all know that the Vision is created by Ultron and then eventually turns around on him. So I'm sure that obviously leads to what's said in the synopsis about an uneasy alliance. But it's the start of something good. I mean, you know, we're heading into the last portion of the year, the last quarter for some companies. So it's kind of it's around that time to start revving things up for next year in terms of all these movies coming out. If you didn't see my weekly update, you know, like Jurassic Park, for example, there's a rumor that there will be a debut TV spot / mini trailer for the Super Bowl. Whether or not the Avengers does that, they don't really need to, so they don't need to invest the money to do that. If they did, that'd be great. But it wouldn't surprise me if we saw something, you know, by the end of this year or early next year between, January and February. But this is good. Synopsis is good. Like I said, I'll put the link in the description for you guys to check out. I think it's finally nice to have something to, you know, look at and read about and have an idea of where they're going, even though most of us, pretty much guessed right. And, but I'm excited to see this cast. I think this Avengers is going to be a lot darker than the first one. I think the story has an opportunity to be a lot better. You have a lot of good actors in the fold as well. As I said, James Spader, I've just time and time again, I've spoke about him. Obviously Paul Bettany getting an expanded role now, beyond Jarvis. And, of course, Elizabeth Olsen is, you know, she's new to the scene. Before Godzilla, a lot of people didn't know who she was. Now she's kind of on the scene. Aaron Taylor Johnson, everybody knows, Kick-Ass, played Ford Brody in Godzilla. So good cast, definitely a solid cast. And a story that has a lot of potential. And based on what we have seen, it looks like it's going to be a dark story. I'm very excited for this movie. I think it's going to be really, really good. Anyway, guys, so that's it. Check out the synopsis. Once again, linked in the description. Share your thoughts in the comments below. This is Rob signing off for E.T.N, where we don't do news, we just talk entertainment. Take it easy.
Thank you for watching E.T.N. Don't forget to subscribe and join the Nation Facebook page.